Good morning. At the moment I'm on the A1 at Gateshead and I'm heading for Barrow-In-Furness, which is about 140 mile away. I've got a load of cardboard tubes on it, huge things. I think this company does like all the big toilet rolls for like industrial toilets and hand towels and all of that. And I've been advised not to use the A66, instead to go over the A69 through Warwick Bridge and pick up the M6, which I am certainly not complaining about because it is an absolutely amazing drive. The scenery is absolutely out of this world, and hopefully you'll get to see some of it today. And that lane departure is certainly better than a lot of the trucks I've been in. This is one of the brand new MANs, and I've only done about 5 mile in it, and I'm absolutely loving this truck. It is really, really nice. Really nice. Don't ask me what it'll be like in 5 years' time, but at the moment it's a good truck. When I get on my brake I'll have a fiddle with all the toys in it. So, right, I'm going to crack on and hopefully I'll get to show you some of this wonderful scenery that I'm going to have a really hard day looking at. Catch you in a bit. Well, we're now in the Northumberland countryside on the A69. I love this run, I really do. It gets even more spectacular than this. This is the start of the River Tyne. I say the start. I think it starts right up on the top as you get to the Cumbrian border, I believe. At the moment we're in the section where there's the speed cameras, and they do work. So just be mindful, they're average speed cameras. So this is just a taste of things to come. This house here, it's been getting renovated for the last 2 years. So I don't know how long it's going to take them to get finished. Must be a hell of a job. Right, I'm going to crack on. You hardly ever see this railway line being used. I think that's the one that goes to Carlisle, I'm sure it is. So we'll crack on over at 69 into Cumbria, then down the M6, come off at junction 36, pick up the A590, that take us all the way into Barrow. And this place we're going, it's not actually in Barrow, it's on the 590, probably about 5 miles out of town, so should be a doddle. Right, I'm going to crack on and I'll see you in a bit. Well, we've just crossed into Cumbria, right up on the top of the A69, and the views are amazing. Just mindful of this speed camera.
Speed camera ahead.
I'm hoping that I might be able to get in here for fuel on the way back. Because I can get my shell points then. I mean, it's got 3/4 of a tank in it at the moment, so I'll not need that much. But yeah, if you've got the Shell app on your phone, most places will give you your points, even if you drive, even if you're on a fuel card. So it's worth doing. I don't think BP do it. I know the one at Washington wouldn't let me do it on the fuel card there, on the BP app. unless they've changed it now. But anyway, next up we've got Warwick Bridge Village, which could be fun if it's busy because it gets a bit tight up crossing over the river. Right, we'll crack on. Well, we're just coming into Warwick Bridge. It's a lovely place this, I would love to live here. As long as I'm not on the main road.
Speed camera ahead.
Now you have to watch out coming through here because it's got average speed cameras all the way through it. And I'm led to believe they do work. And it's been very busy. There's stuff coming eastbound on the way over. So hopefully it'll be a bit quieter now. This must be a dog walker van by the reg number. And I came up Greenhead Bank, which is very, very stiff, very, very steep. And the fastest I've been up there before was about 42 mile an hour in a Scania. Where's he going? This thing just flew up it at 52 mile an hour. Having said that, there's not too much weight on the back, so that might have something to do about it.
Speed camera ahead.
Now, usually
The speed limit is 30 miles per hour.
I'd be coming through here on night shift, which, no great shakes. But I came round here overnight and went round where that car was. Well, it was here, this manhole cover. There was a van with its hazards on. As I went past, a bloke with his head popping out of manhole cover at night with no warning signs before you come round corner. So I thought, that's a cracking job, is that? But yeah, over the 69, generally this is one of the few places that slows you down. Other than that, you just crack on. Now it gets a bit tight over this bridge if there's a truck coming the other way. I'm going to let him go. You gonna get past? Yeah, just. Right. Not too bad when you've got cars coming over. But two trucks, you're going to struggle. I was halfway over one night and a guy come the other way. There was no way he was stopping. And I thought we was going to be trading glasswork mirrors. Yeah, you just have to be a bit mindful of that spot. If you don't want to come through this village, you can take the 689 when you come to either Brampton bypass, and it tells you to turn left, come through Warwick Bridge, just carry straight on and go past Carlisle Airport. If you're coming off from the M6, don't come off at junction 43, come off at 44 for Carlisle, and just swing your left onto the 689 and then you'll cut out this village. I mean, it only adds about 5 minutes to your journey, so I mean, if it had been busy, then I would have gone the 689. Just saves the hassle, like. Right, crack on. Next I'm going to be seeing is the lovely drive down from Shap Summit through Lone Gorge, and that is amazing. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Well, here we are, Shap Summit, dropping down towards T-Bay services. If memory serves me right, we're 1,000 foot above sea level, and we're going down through a valley over there. That's Lone Gorge. It's a bit misty today, so you can't see as far as you normally do. Now, T-Bay services here, privately owned, and that farm shop and kitchen, you get some absolutely amazing food in there. It's not cheap, not by a long shot, but it is nice. And if you're in a truck, if you can get in, because it's not the biggest of places, but it is nice. There's a farm shop, both southbound and one northbound as well. I used to stop there regular. They do coffees which are very, very nice. When I used to do Wigan and Preston, what I used to do was stop for a 15 on the way down, and then when I was on the bay at Lee, just outside Wigan, if there was quick, which was a rarity, then I could be away in half an hour. More often than not, you'd be there like an hour and 20 minutes, just waiting on something like 9 pallets. It was ridiculously slow. We were supposed to get priority because of it being a long drive back to Newcastle, and also the fact we had to stop off at Preston on the way back for a tip and partial reload. Now, junction 38, there's a truck stop here, and usually there's plenty of space during the day. That is very, very nice. The food again is not the cheapest, but hey, if you want something decent, you don't want to be eating Mackies and shy, get in there. And I had a look round one night to see what it was like, and all the shower facilities, stuff like that, squeaky clean. There we go, another lane closure. Yeah, but very, very nice. As you see, there's space in there today. I don't know if the camera got that. I might be able to stop there for fuel on the way back. Well, this is coming into Lone Gorge. He's not going to back off, is he? You'd think he would. And this place, the first time I came down here in a truck, you wouldn't see this much in a car, but the first time I came down here in a truck, it was on my first contract after I'd passed my test, my first night out in an HGV, and honestly it just blew my mind. I'll never ever get bored of coming through here, never. It's just one of them places. When you get low clouds further on, you'll be actually looking down on the clouds in the gorge. It's just something else, you know. And when you love places like this and you're getting paid for seeing this scenery, you know, it does feel like the best job in the world. I've always said, in my own opinion, for me, it is the best job in the world. Yeah, sometimes you'll get like, I get sent to places where you could have a tough day. I mean, the multidrop, I mean, I wouldn't say I struggled with it, but it was different. there were some challenging places, but it's all part of the learning curve. I mean, I've been doing this over 2 years now, and it's right what people say, every day is a school day. You're always learning, and I don't think you'll ever stop learning. It's just what it is, you know. But could be worse. You could be stuck in a job which you really hate, just doing the same old day after day. You know, I mean, I've done that, been there, done it, bought the t-shirt. I mean, some of the really shitty jobs I've had aren't worth thinking about. I mean, just look at this scenery. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Like I say, I get paid to be sent to these places. I mean, I've not been all the way down the 590 in a truck yet. I mean, I've been to Barrow years ago for rugby, but you know, when you're not supporters coach, I mean, when I used to go as a kid, you're not really paying much attention, like, you know. And then as I got older, I'd be busy drinking cans of beer, like, you know, not really paying much attention to what's around you. So I'm guessing that's going to be a nice drive as well. You know, so we'll see. Now, I'm debating whether to stop at Killington Lake Services just up here for a 15 or have one on 590. Because what I saw on Google last night, there are some decent butty vans on there. So I could get myself a cup of tea and a hot sandwich or something. I've got some food with me, but I've just got this craving for something hot. I mean, just look how high up you are here. And them little sheep up there, you see them? How the hell do they get up there? It never ceases to amaze me, because you wouldn't want to try walking up there. I mean, it's hellishly steep. But yeah, what a lovely place. Like I say, when you get the low clouds, you'll see them down here. It's just something different, like, you know. Like I say, but this is one of the perks of the job. You know, I'm not a big fan of doing like urban stuff like I was doing on the multidrop, because you don't get to see nothing. It's the same old places all the time. It's just it's factories and yards and stuff like that. It don't really do no for me. Right, I'm going to crack on. That was the drop from Shap's Summit down to Loon Gorge. So we're now 11 miles from the 590, and then it'll be roughly 30 mile into Barrow from there. So we're not doing too bad. Should be there before 11. I've been told there could be a queue, but it's no great shakes. If it takes an hour, it takes an hour. If it takes longer, it takes longer. I'm not bothered, you know what I mean? So might be a collection afterwards. They might turn around and say come straight back. So, well, like I say, I'm assuming you'll want a collection. So, because the truck don't get paid for running empty, you know what I mean? Just costing them money. So, right, I'm going to crack on and see if I can find something to eat. See you in a bit. Well, we're on the A590. I came down here overnight. was a diversion back there, junction 36, and it sent me up there. I was going to Rochdale, and had to go all through Milnthorpe village, and then pick up the M6 again after a couple of junctions. It was one of those nights where the A1 was shut because of that fatal truck crash at Barrow Bridge. So we made a decision that I would go A69, M6, M61 to Rochdale, which, if it hadn't have been for that diversion, I would have been no more than 15-20 minutes later than usual, as it was at that diversion. So I was an hour and 15 late. I mean, they weren't bothered. I mean, the tips and reloaded me quicker than usual. So that's one of them things. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. So, right, this is the home stretch. We just stay on here. The factory that we're going to is actually on the 590. So just keep going for about 25 mile. No great shakes. I'll see it coming a mile away because it'll be well signposted. So, right, this is the home stretch, and then see how long it takes to get tipped, and then see what's doing after that. Right, see you in a bit. Well, that's break time finished at junction 38 truck stop. I was going to treat myself to something, but then I saw how much the prices have gone up. You're not going to get no change from a tenner in here, so nah, I'd be butties instead.
Calculation.
So, like saying, well, the barrier's up, but it's saying insert ticket to exit. There's already a ticket in it, so I can't insert now. Oh well, never mind. You get one of these tickets on the way in, registers your time and everything, and you put it in on the way out. And if you're less than 2 hours, you won't get charged. So that was a very quick tip over in Barrow, because it was only like 5 lifts. I mean, everything was double stacked. It took me longer to get the straps off than it did for him to tip it. Unbelievable. So then I made it here. Well, 17 minutes left on my clock. No great shakes. So I've already phoned the boss. He says just head back. He says give us a ring on the A69 round about Hexham area just to make sure there's no. He says, but at the moment it looks like it's get back and done. So that's been a very, very easy day. Very easy. I'm certainly not complaining. That drive over there is amazing.
Towards M6, north towards Carlisle.
So as you can see, the truck stop is empty. I mean, it's not that empty at night.
17 miles.
Well, yeah, it was about homemade cottage pie was something like £9. I mean, they had bolognese going and all of this, but they were all like £10, and I thought, nah. I mean, even a cheeseburger was £6.95. I thought, no, I'm not paying that. So that's that. But that's the joys of motorway services. Everything is expensive. So be warned, if you're going to be doing distance work, either make sure you've got a fair few quid with you, or make sure you've got plenty of food packed up. So it is what it is. So right, I'm going to finish it here because I've waffled on long enough, and say thanks for watching. Thanks for the new ones who've subscribed. I really do appreciate it. You must be gluttons for punishment. So, hey, I appreciate it. I really do. So, running back empty, shouldn't slow down much. There you go. Could be done for 4 o'clock today. Can't knock it. Watch me get a collection now. Right. See you all later. Thanks again.